bright for an 18-year-old as well. He's a born leader, one of my favorite people to sort of spend time with here in the Overwatch League. It's the dive time, it's already started. Shaz is down. Sinatraa now is going to join the fray, but Super's in there. Look at him, he's found himself two already. And that nasty dive working out.
This is what they struggled with at the end of stage 2 when you saw Sinatraa come in. He plays so aggressive. What was the issue? He had nobody there with him deep. What did you see there? Super jumps right up to the high ground there with NYXL. They put a ton of damage down on the supports, and then Super jumps out to his teammates. Sinatra's up there on the high ground to pick off the rest of those kills.
Straight on in, no messing fam, drops the bubble, and he's isolated that Mercy almost immediately now. And of course,
1 HP.
No problem. It's Super.
It should be a fight that the Shock should be able to take.
Shaz down early. He almost got picked off before, but this time it's for real. Big Goose also missing, so there's not going to be any resurrect in this fight. And it looks like the Shock have found the key to taking the point, and they do it straight through both supports. No Alohomora required, and the Gladiators are caught out. This should be it. The Shock have this one wrapped up, and they get themselves both points with about 1:15 left. Point for the Gladiators, and they'll get that first tick. Now, it's really only Sinatraa here for the time being. It's unlikely that we see a heck of a lot else from the Shock, and probably notably as well. Silk Thread is showing us his Tracer, which we didn't get to see.
Well, I mean, when they had Soot playing all the time, there's no real reason to put anybody else in on Tracer. Very easy push here on to point B for the Gladiators as players just coming out, trying to just contest the point for the Shock. That'll be point B tank though at the beginning. They're going to lose their off tank as well.
Vishu getting NYXL de-suited, but Big Goose is down here, so healing's not looking great, and now this is where Sinatraa starts to spread his wings a little bit more. Bit of a slap, doesn't quite get the melee attack, but he'll have the point. It's so interesting to watch that. We saw the Gladiators immediately, both Fisher and Vishu jumped on top of Super when he went for the dive, right? They were on him, but that left the rest of the Gladiators apparently vulnerable to the ground attack. Now, he's caught outside. He's going to have to wait a couple moments before he can get back where he's most needed. Dunter's taken down by the self-destruct by Vishu. Will call it a lucky dip, but that's all it needs to be. Silk Thread Dragonblade to punctuate.
Five-man squad getting up to the high ground. Silk Thread's Tracer on the bottom. That's almost like what the Gladiators would have wanted.
That's all Super could do, really, is try and jump up and keep them there for the time being, because Asher, it's just open season for him right now. No one protecting the players that were trying to hide, and we've seen this before. But this time, yeah, Sleepy's going to join the party. Oh, Sinatraa! Oh, dear. That's rough. Sleepy just drops off the edge. He doesn't want to submit himself to the fate that his teammate suffered. The Shock give up the first point very unceremoniously. They're dragged. The Shock quickly abscond around the corner and try and break line of sight, but Fish is in the back line. He's in the cookie jar. What does he get with this one? Asher joins him and they're able to get Sleepy. I think Moth's in deep trouble there. Anna's not built for that kind of rough activity. I'll leave it there. Fisher gets, that was perfectly read. He knew Dunder was coming back. He spotted the translocator on the floor, and now it's time to make this one even worse for the Shock. JC down at Super. Self-destruct, and Sinatraa tries to throw himself in the mix. Sleepy's off towards the side, but he and Moth can't get there. There's a pulse pop dropped in. Special delivery. Map 1, Los Angeles Gladiators. Attacking side, and we used to only really see it on defense from teams like Envious, or there's a now known Dallas Fuel.
Yeah, I think the only thing that, if you are the Shock and you get stopped, it's just what do you go to after this? We can talk about that in a little bit as Dante gets out of harm's way there. He uses the translocator to get out, as the Shock do have control of the point right now. Getting very close to building up a tank, and there goes Fisher.
Looks like the Gladiators aren't too sure about how to proceed. They gave up the point, they gained ground, but taking it back seems to be a whole nother kettle of fish for them. They're sitting here in this underpass, and they're very vulnerable, and Sinatra's more than happy to take advantage of that. Vishu de-suited, and that's it.
The 6 player, who's really this team's Genji player right now? You have Architect on the bench. What do they go to? But you see, I mean, when you're playing like this, it doesn't really matter, right? It's going to be Dante connecting with a big EMP, sets the table up for everybody else to come through. Wipe the kills up.
EMP completely gutted them. There's nothing easier for a Tracer than hitting a backline that has no evasive or self-peel abilities. And the Gladiators looking very muted, very quiet on this particular map, and it's unlikely that they'll get back to this point in time. Perhaps a couple blinks down from Ash could get the job done, but look at this, it's relentless! Sinatra's just not going to stop! He's got himself Shaz! Fisher down!
And they use the Valkyrie to try and engage there, and Fisher drops before he could use Primal Rage, so you to the spawn door, and then there's really nothing the other team can do. They have to just kind of run right back out. The Valkyrie, that opens things up here for the Gladiators to get really aggressive. They don't want to let the Shock in through the choke.
Defense Matrix also well used by NYXL to protect his backline from Asher. And now Asher has to bide his time. He needs to get a crucial pick here. This is the only way he brings the fight back into his team's advantage, but Sleepy's been pocketed the whole time. Moth
EMP.
Just giving him that heal. Yeah, Dante's got it yet again. Unbelievable. Shortfall can't do anything with that one in Sinatraa for good measure after the EMP came out. And now it's going to be an absolute bloodbath. Dante up on the payload here. Big Goose down. Now they just need to get a clean fire win, but it is another Transcendence from Shad. That's a very quick farm of that Zenyatta ultimate, but he's been forced away. Push back. Bishu now. Bunny Blaster, he was hacked anyway. It's not like he could do anything. Purple Wall. Shortfall comes in on the main to try and stall things out. Again, it's going to be tough for really to make that work with Fisher dropping down and Big Goose to follow, and that will be it. 10 seconds.
Being stuck around the corner, he's not really getting much support.
Asher has the same odds as well. You notice that he's trying to deal with 3 players.
Yeah, but at least his supports can, at least his Zen can sit up on the high ground and keep an orb on him, right? Even though it's Sinatra's being pushed all the way around the corner, and the Ana as well, there's really nothing he can get done.
Okay, the Shock have to pull the trigger now. They're going to go in. Pulse Bomb dropped in. Both Tracer's finding kills early off the ultimate, but it's the Gladiators who look very, very good. They get the first pick. Dante comes back in. Moth is just desperately clinging to life, and Sinatra's trying to stay scarce on the point. Shortfall comes in, gives a bit of a hose down with the Widow's Kiss in fully automatic mode, and Shaz gives Sinatraa a big kick. You've been evicted, son. On the clock here, time is getting very low for the Gladiators. Sinatraa avoids getting EMP'd there. In fact, it wasn't overly effective. Only Super, I think, actually got caught by that one, and he does go down. Sinatraa to follow here. Fisher opening some space, he gets hacked. And has to sit on the ground and wait for that to expire, and that gives time now for the Shock to come back into this fight here. Dante gets caught out by Fisher, he drops a dome pretty much straight away. NYXL on the D-suit. Moth and Sleepy sitting in the back line, but Moth had been hacked for a lot of that fight.
You may be able to fight this though, because you're going to have Super come off spawn, does have Primal Rage, and you have both supports still alive.
There he is, hits the ground running, does Super, got the extra jump out of the Primal Rage. They get hacked up and so did Fisher. Everybody's getting hacked here. Everyone will go back and live in the forest, man, like campfires and stuff. There's no point trying to use your electronic equipment. Zasha jumps in. NYXL is close by, but no, he doesn't get to the payload in time, and they're going to get across the line. And Asher now was hacked and Pulse Bomb. Yes, he's out of the met. Pulse Bomb dropped on the payload by Asher, but it doesn't quite find the target. And now the Primal Rage is going to come in for Super. Overtime ticking down. He tried to create space, but now it's just Moth. A big boom. No, he won't have it. Sinatra's going to jump away. Transcendence on over the point. I can't believe this is still going. NYXL throws himself in, and Sinatraa, they're trying to set up using the healing, but the Transcendence just wasn't long enough. Didn't give themselves enough survivability. NYXL desuited, and they're home. No! Dante gets onto the point. He's invisible. It doesn't matter. EMP now coming out, and Super wasn't affected by it, but he throws himself in anyway. I can do this all day. Give me more. The Shock jump in. They'll get home. Oh, they got the high ground away. Now, Super doesn't... Is he feigning? Is he faking? Does he not want to go on that high ground? I'm not really sure, but Shaz is down already. Shortfall's missing. That's it. That's the opening they're looking for. NYXL is missing, but there's still a big main tank here in the form of Super to give that protection. And it's worked. Dante with the space he was given fights Fisher. Big Goose is down now. Bishu is just going to be desuited. They're going to try and get this one done nice and quick, and the hack comes through. One tick is all they need. You can see Shaz trying to race to the point. He won't be able to get on there, though. No! We got a drawn series here in the San Francisco shot, looking shades better.
Sustainability with that comp? Probably not, but I don't know. Just theory crap.
All right, that's fun. We'll get back to that one now. The Gladiators are playing a very close, a death ball composition. I think that's the best way to put it. Triple tank, Reaper, and Moira. Really want to make the most of close quarters combat, but the San Francisco Shock don't really care too much. Sleepy going ham. Got in that biotic orb as well. Shields don't really do anything to that orb at all.
I mean, the thing with having the Moira here, sound barrier now going to use it as more members come off the respawn. You're going to connect with more than 3 members there for San Francisco. That's a good sound barrier.
Yeah, it's going to be Bishu there. Cornered on the point. It has 1v5. It's a hard knock life sometimes. Gets desuited. Now it's going to be an attempt for Ash to get onto the point, but as soon as he gets there, he's going to get hacked. He can't use his blink to get away. Got to have very dry eyes after that one. The shot quick before it even starts. He keeps track of Shortfall. He knows where he is. Dante's a little bit low on HP now. He's risking having his team EMP'd out first. Dante going down to Asher there means that they're not going to have that available anyway. Now it's going to be the coalescence coming across from the Gladiators there. Super. No, I think he realizes it's pretty well done. Moth does well to recover and get the boop onto Fisher into the pit. But yeah, that's a fight won by the Gladiators, and they'll be able to retake control here on Ilios well.
Does have Primal Rage. You have Dante coming off the spawn with both supports. Super gets hacked here, so not able to jump right back on the point, not able to jump away. There's going to be the EMP that comes out for the Gladiators. Let's see if Dante decides to use his.
Called it early. I can't even do that. Well, great work by Super there to keep things stalled out now, and they're going to give him so much more percentage here. Yeah, the Gladiators might eventually win the fight, but notice that San Francisco aren't investing too heavily in ultimate, so even if they lose the point, they got 26 extra percent just by stalling and dying on the point.
Fisher gets quite low. We head into overtime.
See what the Gladiators can do. to get this one back. Probably not a whole lot here. The pulse bomb is more for decoration than anything else, but that's probably fine for the shot. They'll have some victory fireworks here as the Gladiators are struggling. Surefour going to have his life drained from him, exsanguinated as he tries to get onto the point. Moira really making a big impact here, but Chaz's unfortunately not quite up to Sleepy. That's going to be it. Map 3 goes to Northern California. Can't get to grips with his target. He sits there impotently waving around the silverware. Now Dante needs to get back to his backline, essentially, and go back to poking, charge up another blade. But maybe they opened up on Fisher. That's an important opening now. It's only one shield, and it's the one for the shot. See if it works out as Fisher's brought back to life, and that shield is replenished. Supercharge was also there. Dante's trying to get it, but he can't. Fisher cuts him down. The extra damage goes a long way as he ducks back behind his shield and is chased down.
Yeah, they lose Big Goose, the only source of healing. No resurrection can come through there for the Gladiators.
Touching the payload. They tried to do that earlier on with Surefour, but now the payload's moved so far forward, and Dante gets shut down. Still through it with a swift strike. Gets rid of the Genji, and baby, man, that's it. Come to daddy, he says. Catches Surefour out. Trace it down. Big Goose missing. Now he's starting to wake up on this Widowmaker and really make an impact. Bishu just gets vaporized as the Widow's Kiss connects.
And this would be huge if you're able to hold on to both support ults. They do take out Sleepy. This will get rezzed up by Moth, though. Looks like the shot should be able to complete point B.
That's it, you heard it.
Relative quickness as well. So the Valkyrie used there for the Gladiators.
Gotta get to this fight. Dante is back there though. The shock trying to bring him in. Super's been resurrected now. He drops onto the payload. It's going to be up in the air for Fisher, but he's low on HP. Fisher's not looking much better. Silk Thread is low. Discord Orb. He has to go down to the lower area and try and get himself that mega health pack, but he's been contested for it. Shaz returns to the payload though, and Big Goose is also there. The Transcendence was timely, to say the least. Moth is fallen there, straight into the zapper.
It's a shock with a Transcendence of their own here, Mitch, though. They should be able to use this ultimate. Yep, keep everybody alive. Pushing the payload towards the end. Moth coming off spawn. If they can just stay alive long enough for him to get Valkyrie, they'll be in it.
Fisher going for the back line. He knows he can't sit on the payload forever. He needs to actually get aggressive. Big Goose is the only man keeping it there, though. Now it's going to be the jump pitch. Shaz is on the Doomfist. Okay, now I've seen everything. Fisher drops in, but Nevix is staying strong. Surefour can't get there in time. And the shot.
If you use the Valkyrie, the only support ult on either side, all it takes is one good shot from one of these Widowmakers to erase that. Chaz gets hit with a self-destruct. Obviously, not the most mobile of Miro.
There was venom in that shot. I felt it. Surefour found himself two there. Moth going down. That might be the opening, and maybe it wasn't the Bastion. Maybe that was all a ruse to attract attention. Shaz is back anyway, getting work done. The Gladiators now starting to spring forward. A little bit of momentum. Sprightly as they go towards his first checkpoint, and they're going to get there. But Surefour, man, he opened that up, and now he's getting in Babyface's head.
Yeah, with him taking out Moth early, you hit only 50% towards that sound barrier. May not get it here.
Dante's waiting. He'd love to get the chance to get his recall back, but that would be 6 more seconds. Instead, he just goes for... No, Surefour's down already. He went a little bit too deep. Nevix was on the payload and took down the Tracer that was trying to contest it. Now it's going to be struggle here. Shaz missing. That was the opportunity. They needed the Transcendence from him so badly. No support ults in the last 2 minutes. Now for Thread can't do too much there. He is down. And the shock. You better believe it. Get around him. They will take the series 3-1. Last time.
Check out our website at actionesports.com to stay up to date on the latest matches, highlights, and more. From scores, match history, and specific game info, we've got you covered for all things Overwatch esports. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to check out our channel for more action-packed content. Also, like and share this video, and click the subscribe button to join our notification squad. Thanks for watching.